So I have an interesting image for you. So I see this, it seems to me like some type of a theater production. And I see a woman. I think this is you. And I'm sorry if the messages are, heterosexual, but I just relay the messages. So, change the gender if it fits, okay? So I see you as this person who's like an actress or an actor, and you're wearing the Victorian clothing. So it has, the garters and the lace and the feathers in your hair, and you look really, really stunning. And you're in your dressing room. Behind you is the vanity mirror. You're in your dressing room, and I feel like you're adjusting your leggings, and I see like fishnet stockings. It's all really, really staged like and drama like. It's really pretty. So you're adjusting it and you're pulling it up to your thigh, and then suddenly this man comes in. He's wearing a suit. He looks really proper, and he's like staring at you while you're doing this. And you look up at him and he's still staring at you, like he doesn't really budge. So I think he likes what he sees. It seems like that's the case. And so what it seems to me is, if we use that imagery when we decode the spread, what it seems like to me is that somebody is really, really trying to make a move on you. Okay, they're really attracted to you. They really like what they see. They're very physically very attracted to you. They find you very beautiful. And I keep seeing that, you're dealing with someone who's very different from you as well. So the man that walks into the dressing room, it's as if he has been standing there staring for quite some time. And then, it's just when you're in this moment where you're adjusting your garters or whatever, that you look up and you realize he's there, and he's like not really averting his eyes. But the fact that he wears a suit and the fact that he looks, very prim and proper indicates to me that you might be attracting somebody like that. Somebody who puts on, like a certain facade. Okay, so they might have a poker face about them, but deep down, they harbor a lot of passion for you. Because he's been standing in the doorway for quite some time. But I feel like his presence might be very subtle, or like he's not somebody that's flamboyant. He's not somebody that that grabs other people's attention. He's very down to earth. His energy seems to me like it's very calm, and he's somebody who's very much in control of his emotions. And I feel like he's grounded. And so you look up at him and he doesn't avert his eyes, like he's bold. And so I feel like, if in the past you've been dealing with somebody like this, they're finally moving towards you and making their intentions known towards you. And they're no longer shy. They no longer care about what's, socially acceptable, what's not. They no longer care about propriety, and, he's barging into a lady's dressing room, right? So he no longer cares. So I feel like he's definitely wants to relay the message that he's very, very much attracted to you, and he wants to get to know you, or he wants to take you out on a date, or whatever that situation is. But there is definitely somebody who's overcoming their shyness in order to make it known how they feel about you, which I feel is really good. I also feel like you have two prospects here. I have here a water sign. So this is a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. And I have an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. So let me just talk about each person at a time. What I'm feeling is so if you're single, these are the two options coming into the picture. And I feel like you're very drawn to the earth sign, very drawn to the earth sign. Because this is a person that is very proper. I feel like they behave in a way where it's like they're very much in control of their emotions. They're not one to, move forward with you. Like they don't really, solicit a lot of attention from you. So, they do their own thing, but deep down they have a lot of feelings for you. And I feel like you're very attracted to this person. Your energy is the Knight of Wands, holding a torch for somebody or moving towards somebody that is holding a torch for you. And I feel like this earth sign feels very strongly about you. They're really attracted to you, but they keep their feelings close to their chest because they feel like they have a lot to lose. They feel like they have a lot to lose. You know, in a mild way, it could be like, fearing rejection because, like I said, you're like that actor, that actress. You have your own dressing room, so you're kind of like, hot commodity, right? And you have flowers too. You have a lot of suitors. You have a lot of admirers, people that are really interested in you. You're in the limelight. You might have a lot of fame associated with you, and you're self-sufficient. And so this person feel somewhat like they don't measure up. And so they are afraid of rejection. They're afraid that if I make my feelings known to the Gemini, they're just going to laugh at me. And so they kind of bottled it in, and they just, they're not really trusting that they have enough to offer you or that you can return their feelings. So that's what I'm sensing. But I feel like they're really passionate about you. There's an element here about this person possibly having a child, or they have like left a broken marriage, household type of a situation, and they're trying to, juggle. Like I don't feel like they're financially struggling, but they're taking care of their kids and they're taking care, so like juggling parenthood with work, or even work with school, and or even the three: parenthood, work, and school. So they've got a lot of things on their plate. They might not have a lot of free time. And I feel like there is a little bit of a self-esteem dip with this person. Like, I have a kid. It's going to be really hard for me to date. So, would the Gemini person even want me? Would they even want to co-parent? It's too complicated, so then they never make a move. But I feel like there's going to be some emergence in how they feel about you. Okay, so it looks really beautiful. And then I have this water sign here. This is somebody that you get along greatly with. If this is a new person, I feel like the timing is right. So if it's a new person, for whatever there has been, delay plans to go on a date, if there has been delays when it comes to actually meeting up with this person, I feel like the timing is now where the two of you are aligned with one another. So I have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And I feel like this person, if you have been with this person, they allow you to get where you are. Okay. And what I feel is, let's just say, an example, I feel like one person was in, let's say you and this water sign were in a relationship. One person was in school while the other person was working to support the two of you. Okay, so there definitely were a lot of sacrifices made in order to get you where you are. And then I also feel one person was like, it could be one person was working, was the sole breadwinner, and the other person was behind the scenes taking care of the kids. And, housework is so undervalued in this society. But I feel like one person had to tend to the house while the other person could focus on their work and their career and their success. So it took two people to really make the situation work. And even though people or you or, whoever might undermine this water sign's contribution, they did a lot. They did a lot in order to, get the relationship moving, get the relationship going. And I feel as if if that sounds familiar to you, if they're the ones working behind the scenes and they're not getting the thanks and the accolades that they deserve, I feel like it's really important for you to acknowledge this person's importance in your life, and to also understand that, you have to share the spotlight with them. Okay? You have to share the spotlight. You have to kind of give credit where credit is due, because I feel like a very loving energy here, where it takes two people around the clock. It took two people to keep the situation moving, to keep the household afloat, and to keep the relationship from growing stale and stagnant. Um, what I'm also feeling as well is I feel for some of you, there's an energy here about once burned, twice shy. So if you are newly single, I feel like many of you have emerged from a relationship where you gave a lot of yourself, where you dealt with somebody who didn't give you the credit that you deserve, who undermined your importance in their life as well. And I feel like it was a quite a hurtful situation. And for whatever reason, they might have said things to kind of tell you, oh, I don't really need you, or, push you away or keep you at arm's length, to kind of cushion themselves from falling in love with you. That's what I'm feeling. Somebody who's afraid of their feelings. And so they might have dated you along with, other people. They might have always like reminded you, oh, I'm dating other people. And I feel like it's because they're afraid of falling deeply in love. And it's because they're afraid of commitment. And it's also because they're afraid that being vulnerable and showing their feelings makes them feel weak, make them feel vulnerable, make them feel like they don't have the upper hand in the relationship. So it's all about control issues. So I see a lot of single people, and I see you dating two people, water sign, earth sign. And I feel like you're very much in alignment with the water sign, but I also feel that like there's really strong passion for this earth sign. And I feel like the earth sign is heavily focused on a lot of things in their life. And I feel whereas the water sign is a lot more receptive to, like open to receive you, open to being with you. And I keep getting this imagery of the tree. And the tree basically means, it's a very strong soulmate type of a connection. And this water sign, I feel like they've been through a lot. They've made a lot of sacrifices for the people that they love. They know what it means to love unconditionally. They know what it means to pour their heart out and, love something so much that it's like loving somebody so much that you would give everything to be with them. You would give the shirt off your back. You would live like a pauper just to prop them up and make them happy. So it's somebody who is very, very dedicated when it comes to love. And then there's this earth sign who might not be to that extent. But I feel like it takes a lot to get the earth sign to be able to sacrifice to that extent, okay? So you have either way two great suitors, two big, people with big hearts, two people that really care about you. And I'm also sensing as well, there is a lot of choices, a lot of options that are on the table for you. So do with it as you may. I feel like there's a lot of career success. Your time to shine is here. So first of all, we have here a big financial windfall, 6 of coins, money coming through. Okay. And this is, I feel, coming through from your hard work. You've earned something, you deserve something, and it's coming to you. For some of you, this can be like a grant. I see something related to travel. So I don't know, some of you might be a researcher, some of you might be writing a book, and you're traveling or you're doing field work. And this grant, this big financial windfall is allowing you to do that. I'm also seeing as well, some of you are contemplating a major, major move. And I feel that the money is coming through to assist you with this move. I'm also feeling lots of career success. The sun is about, your light shining very brightly, being able to harness your energy, your creativity, and to make something out of it, carving a name for yourself, getting recognition. Um, I also feel like, overall, it's vitality. And I don't see any illnesses. I don't see any debilitating things in here. So I feel like it's more career focus, getting a lot of positive accolades, getting a lot of positive reception. And for those in theater, in dance, in music, you're going to be you're going to be a big hit. Okay. We also have the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my gosh, you have some really good cards. So the Wheel of Fortune here, things are turning in the right direction. It was just a matter of time. So if there has been a relationship, for whatever reason, the other person might be shy. The other person might feel like you're not, like they don't really live up to your standards, or they feel like you have a lot of suitors. They don't really want to put themselves out there and have you reject them. This is the time where they're letting their feelings be known. So it was just all a matter of timing. And the timing is right this time around with the Wheel of Fortune. It's sort of like things moving in your favor. And so there's definitely something, coming back full circle, or whatever was not able to get off the ground, it's getting off the ground now. And whatever was not said, feelings that were not expressed, feelings that were hidden, two people just looking at each other and, contemplating, do you feel what I feel? Do you feel that connection? We should explore it, but things were never said. And I feel like things were never said because of some situations regarding visibility. So I don't know if it might have been taboo for the two of you to be seen together. Visibility. It might have been taboo because one person, I feel, is very prim and proper, very work oriented, and the other person is more of a free spirit. And so there are issues here regarding, are we appropriate for each other? Are we one person thinking like, are we really compatible? And then the other person is like, is that person, exciting enough to be with? So there were a lot of issues about the innate compatibility in the situation, or there's fear of, judgment. There's fear about whether or not society will accept this relationship, because I feel like one person is very visible in the public eye, possibly very popular or very famous, and then the other person's very home oriented. So it could be, for example, dating somebody who's very popular, and then you're constantly going to be chased by paparazzi, and the other person might not want that lifestyle. They want something quiet. They want something that's under the radar. They don't want that much attention, that much fame, that much yeah, just that much. They don't want that spotlight on them. They want the relationship to be a little bit quieter. They want it to be possibly in secret, you know. And so that's what I'm seeing here. And I feel like the person that you're dealing with, they want to settle down. They want to have a family. They want the familiarity of a nice, quiet existence. And if you're the one that is constantly traveling, if you're, being bussed from one place to the next for the next gig, the next performance, to find the next lead, that can also disallow them to show you how they feel about you, because they feel like their lifestyle is not in compliance with your lifestyle, and they feel like it might be impossible to forge ahead and invest in this relationship because of the lifestyle choices. And they really don't want to hold you back either. They don't want to hold back your light. They don't want to hold back your fame. And they honestly feel like if they were to be together with you, they have to fend off your admirers. They have to, it just seems like they don't want that competition. They don't want to deal with that. But I keep seeing that man in the dressing room, like he's standing in the doorway and he's looking like, he's looking at you and he's just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So I feel like he's admiring you from afar. He's admiring you. And in a way, he wishes, he could take you away from that dressing room, from all the admirers, from the spotlight. But he doesn't feel like he has enough, like his life is not glamorous enough to give you everything that you desire, which is unfortunate. So I feel like you should go for that safe choice. And I feel like, are you willing to put everything on the line to go for that safe choice? Put your fortune, put your career, put everything on the line to go for that safe choice, because I feel like you really are attracted to this person as well. But it requires a lot of sacrifices. I keep seeing here, if you're in it 100%, it might detract you from your career path. So, Gemini, lots of decisions need to be made here, and to see a situation realistically, and to also understand where the other person's coming from and why they're so slow to come towards you, because there's a lot at stake, okay? It's not that they don't feel deeply for you. There's just so much at stake from your end, from their end, to getting something off the ground. But the timing is now, and I feel like there will be some information that will allow this union to come together. Information coming to light, possibly a discussion, possibly even the look in their eyes, to allow you to see how much they want you. And then you go from there. You have those discussions after, and you try to, find a path that will work for the both of you. Or somebody has to, sacrifice their career, sacrifice what they want out of life in order to be in that relationship. So that's what I'm seeing, though. I hope the reading is helpful for you guys. Best of luck with everything, okay?